Test show one. State your name.
My name is Hingle McCringleberry McClure the Fifth.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. See, I come from a long line of retarded Russians, and they have these weird ass fucking names, most of which sound like you're trying to clear the phlegm out of your throat. So it's actually a Hingle McCringleberry.
I thought that was Polish. Now the Russians do that too.
Yeah. Well, pretty much that entire the USSR. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, my ass.
Yeah, and I spent the majority of my childhood around them infancy, because my dad didn't even know I existed until it was too late. My birth name was actually Kinnear.
Was it really? Mm-hmm. Are you not bullshitting?
I'm not bullshitting. I had to get my birth certificate amended.
Kinnear.
Yeah.
Is that Chris in Russian?
No, Kinnear is my grandfather's name.
On your mother's side?
Yeah, he's Portuguese. My maternal grandmother's name is Pavlenko.
Okay, two things. I've known you for probably 12 years, and one, I just found out that your birth name was Kinnear, and two, that you were part Portuguese. Two things I'd never know.
Not Portuguese enough where I care to mention it to people. It's kind of a blight on my household.
A blight. Pretty much everything from your mother's side is a blight, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay, before we go to test the next mic, to tell your testicular torsion.
My testicular torsion is when the vas deferens get wrapped around each other. That's a horrible thing. I knew a guy that it happened to. So this is.
What did you call it though? Before
my testicular endeavors.
Endeavors, yes. That could mean several things.
It can, but
several good things.
In this case, it's gonna tell the story of how I almost lost my ability to have children. So I'm sparring with my dad. We're going for about a couple minutes here, and I decided that I was gonna throw a front kick at him to try and get him to put his hands down to block it so I could go for his face. And when I went to do the front
kick... Good father-son activity.
Yes. Actually, fighting has bonded the two of us immensely. Some people play baseball. My dad and I hit each other.
Do you want a fucking chair?
No.
Go get a fucking chair.
No. I'm going to tell this story. So when I threw the front kick, my dad also decided to step in with a front kick at the same time. And as both of us were moving towards each other, the distance closed and his foot had nowhere to go. So as he extends his legs, I shit you not, had it been a millimeter difference, I would be in the hospital right now. His foot, when his toes are up, so he's got that kind of arc thing going on.
Yeah.
And his foot comes, his toes cup perfectly around my balls. And his toes go straight up at the edge of the sack into my fucking taint. And that's where he kicks me, is a nanometer from the edge of my sack. As the rest of his foot just lightly taps the balls, and I get airborne a little bit.
Lightly taps the balls. There's your next band name.
Lightly taps the balls. Yeah, we could have Joe Biden on vocals.
All right. How about you just vamp? Because I gotta go get the fucking charter cord. Because you see this gonna die.
I see that. What the fuck does vamp mean?
Vamp means ad-lib, just talk.
Start riffing.
Talk on your own to the people.
Okay.
If we ever fucking decide to release this, which I probably won't.
Well, that's a shame, because that wasn't a bad story. It's not as good as the Joe Biden in the woods story, but it wasn't a bad story.
Save it for the first show.
Okay, so here's a story of how I got molested at Bible camp.
Oh, I've never heard this story.
You're not going to either. I'm telling it to the people.
Okay.
Get out.
Sit back with the recording on here.
Get out. Okay, so I didn't actually get raped as a kid. I was just trying to find a way to draw in viewers and make Adam excited. Actually, the one benefit of being raised in a Russian family is that their priests don't fuck kids. Yeah. So, if you're a Christian, that's your first mistake. But if you decide to stay a Christian, I would highly recommend the Russian Orthodox Church. They're fucking psychotic, and their services never fucking end, but hey, they will not rape your fucking kids. Why is there a cat just pawing my ass right now? Get out of here. Hey.
Does the cat come downstairs?
Yep, and she Joe Biden my ass. Usually I touch the pussy, not the pussy touches me.
You grab the pussy like Donald Trump.
Yeah, but this time the pussy grabbed me.
almost never happens.
It happened. It happened once actually. It was a great time.
When they clench.
I mean,
They use their Kegels, as they're called.
the Kegels. I'm not familiar with that term.
You never heard Kegels?
No, I'm just talking about when
Wait.
When
I gotta get on the mic.
when a drunk chick literally just slammed herself into me and like totally rubbed fronts.
No, the Kegels are when it's a muscle that's in the chick's vag. Dudes have them too. That's what makes your dick go up and down.
Okay,
That
so
muscle?
ours goes this way, whereas theirs goes this way.
Yes.
Ah, interesting.
And you've never had it where you've been fucking them and they just tighten up.
No, I just didn't know the fucking name of the muscle.
Okay,
Like I didn't.
but you've had that before.
Yes, I'm aware of vaginal clenches. I didn't realize.
Kegels. That's doing your Kegels. You've never heard that? That's when women
No.
that have had a lot of dick or passed out a kid or two. That's what they do their Kegels to tighten up their vag.
No, see, Kegel sounds like a horse that gets beaten at Saratoga or some guy with Down syndrome that works part-time at a bank.
Kegel. That could be a name. You're right.
Right? Definitely a last name.
I really wish we were recording when you did the Joe Biden bit. Do you want to do it again, or will it not be organic?
I can make it pretty organic.
Okay. Give me something that I could go off of. Because I had some good response.
Something you could go off of. Wait, so like a segue into the Joe Biden?
No. Just do the Joe Biden. God, I gotta teach you how to do radio. Just tell the fucking story and then.
Take a couple breaks for you to interject.
No. Just do it naturally.
Okay.
We want to make this as real as possible. And you still don't have a fucking chair.
I know I don't have a fucking chair. Dude, I kneel on stage, I stand on stage, I'm used to this. Actually, it's kind of like Robot Chick and bet that knee's starting to hurt.
I don't remember that episode.
It was a Star Wars special when Vader was talking to Palpatine, and he was just kneeling there while Palpatine was just yelling at him.
God, it's been since I was in the 7th grade since I saw that.
Wow. Okay, I have him.
Go get the seat.
Fine!
Then tell your Joe Biden story, and then we will do mic tests.
Okay.
Because I have something interesting to show you.
Is it your penis?
No, that is definitely not interesting.
I believe
No one has ever thought that was interesting.
That's wow. I'm sorry. Well, you know.
Wait. You're saying a girl has thought your penis is interesting?
Well, just due to the fact that it's not like 99% of other American penises.
Oh, yeah, because you're uncircumcised.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for saying it so bluntly to all of our viewers.
Viewers, this is radio.
Listeners, participants, aficionados,
No.
whatever the fuck.
Aficionados and dick? Why are we talking about dick? Go to Joe Biden, another dick.
Yeah. So anyway, as we're just doing a little mic test here, and I guess I'll share some personal stuff. So I was going through the woods on a hike recently, and it was a pretty safe area, so I didn't think to bring like a gun or anything. And I heard this rustling in the brush behind me. Yes, it was exactly like that. And I thought, it was a little rabbit or something. I was close. It was Joe Biden. And I'm sorry. This is just it's a little hard to
Okay, overacting.
talk about.
Tone it down.
I'm sorry, sexual assault is such a joke to you, Adam.
Turn down that a little bit.
So
Look at the it's the only time on the computer that it looks loud. It looks like someone's talking.
yeah. So being Joe Biden, I didn't get raped, but I did get a very awkward, heavy-handed massage of my shoulders and neck. I'm not ashamed to admit that I climaxed. It's not uncommon for victims of sexual assault, but I did not enjoy it.
You know what that makes me think of is people that, if you ever see those rape awareness type deals where they're like,
Where some Republican says if she orgasmed, then clearly she enjoyed it.
well, yeah, this is in the same vein, but like those really
Same
manly.
Kegel.
No, not the same Kegel. Those really manly men that go, that respond, well, more men get raped than women. Yeah, because they're raping other men.
Yeah.
Men do all the raping.
I've been to a gay bar. I will confirm that men rape other men.
I'm sorry, but if a pack of cheerleaders came on you, would you stop it?
Fuck no. Well, hang on, because Dwaynesburg had a lot of cheerleaders where their parents probably had to sue to get them on the squad. So, in that case, I would definitely be hesitant.
God, what I would kill for an elephant sound effect right now. That's another thing I gotta get is I'm gonna get another computer and I'm gonna just put a shit ton of sound effects on because that'd be great.
Yeah, our mascot was the eagle, but we definitely had some cows.
Oh, we should have been the cows. Yeah. No, that was Schoharies. No, Schoharies was the goat.
Well, that's because they fucked the goats in Schoharie. Yeah.
Okay. Now, I think that's mic 3. I want you to switch over to that one.
Okay, I'm just gonna shuffle over here, and I think I'm still coming through? Or
no, you're not. You're coming through mine.
Oh, okay.
Try it now. Why isn't that coming through? That's annoying.
It's the sound Joe Biden makes when he hugs a little girl.
Fuck. I hope they could hear that through my mic. Fuck.
I hope so. That was fucking good. I could talk.
Oh. You want to know why it's not working? Because I didn't fucking turn it off. Oh.
There we go. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Sorry, I gotta turn it back down.
Yeah.
Shit.
I really hope your mic picked that up, though. Like,
it's got to have.
We could do an entire special of just me making Joe Biden jokes.
I'd fucking listen to that.
Everyone would fucking listen to that.
I saw on the cover, delivering mail, and the Time magazine comes in every Saturday.
Gay.
Every fucking Saturday.
Gay.
Oh, gay? I thought you said gay.
No, gay.
Yeah. So I think I sent you the picture that had that I refused to learn this bitch's name.
Fucking AOC.
Yeah. Cortez.
Oh my god.
Cunt
She
face.
doesn't like when you call her Cortez. Her name is Ascasio Cortez. She's a fucking hyphenated feminist, and you will treat her with the respect she deserves.
You're not wrong.
I know I'm not wrong. God, she's a fucking idiot.
But no, it was right after the controversy. Well, you know how fucking Twitter puts something up and it becomes a controversy that everyone has to care about. That's like the reason I will never go on Twitter.
Yeah.
Fucking Twitter.
Yeah.
It was right, even though Twitter does shed some light to shit that I agree with. Like, I think they were the ones that broke the Harvey Weinstein bullshit, but whatever. It came out about someone tweeted about the whole Joe Biden, about him, how he used to like massage women and young girls, like when they were getting awards.
And like you could see them on like the videos on like C-SPAN when he was vice president with like the little fucking 7-year-old. And like the entire left wing jumped to his defense.
Well, that's what it was. It was like Time magazine. Like right after that came out, Joe Biden was on the cover, and I wish I could remember it, but it was something so unbelievable. Like they're asking for it. It was like Joe Biden, our dad, or something like that. Like
Daddy?
he's the one we need to stop Trump. It was more of a clever headline, and I couldn't think of it.
I'm sorry. How is the guy that is molesting little children morally superior to the guy who, I guess, sexually assaulted an adult, which isn't okay, but it's better than it's bad.
Oh, wait,
but
you talking who sexually? Trump has sexually assaulted an adult?
Even though she didn't stop him, it could still be considered sexual assault.
Oh, I thought he was just talking about it. I don't think he actually grabbed a chick by her pussy.
I feel like he didn't just walk up and grab her by the fucking muff. No, I feel like there was probably a little bit of something leading up to that, because I can confirm for myself, and you probably can too, that 98% of guy's sex life that he talks about in public is exaggerated or bullshit.
Oh, embellished?
Absolutely. Yeah. Like, if you got, like, a hand job, you would tell all your friends that within 5 minutes you were pounding her ass, raw dogging it.
Rusty trombone.
Yeah. A rusty trombone.
A blumpkin.
Yes.
Bukkake all over her face.
Whether or not he actually grabbed the pussy is up for debate.
Bukkake.
Yes, and if you were to consider it a sexual assault, which is still not okay, I'm going to get yelled at by so many Democrats if this ever goes on the air, and it just shows their mindset. It's better to do it to an adult than a child, and I know that's a horrible way of putting it, but you know what I mean.
It really is, because the people that I don't understand, these assholes that sexualize children.
Yeah, like
nothing
like
grosses me out more in this world than people trying to sexualize fucking children.
Like, I saw yet another news story recently where, like, a 5-year-old got sent home from school and they put a sweater on her because she was wearing a spaghetti strap shirt. She's 5, man. She's 5. If a 5-year-old wearing spaghetti straps is making you uncomfortable, there's a problem with you.
Well, I think the point of that is that I had the point, but then I lost it. I lost it. Was that? No, you're right.
Yeah, no.
I was gonna try to defend their side, but yeah.
There's no defending your side.
If she's coming in like fucking spaghetti straps, that's just a shirt with the little straps on it around the shoulder,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, that's
It's not like the kid.
horrid.
It's not like the kids walking in topless. And even if they are, they're 5.
Yeah. They shouldn't really be topless at school.
No, they shouldn't. But if a 5-year-old is making you uncomfortable with the way
Except
they
in the
dress,
locker room. That's another fucking thing that I still don't know how is allowed, is how kids have to get changed for gym in this day and age. I'm shocked. You remember when we were in gym, don't say his name, but our gym teacher was always in the gym, always in the locker room when we were changing. Not saying that he was doing anything, but
I don't think I think he was in there to make sure that other kids weren't doing anything. He doesn't.
that is true. Because we used to get in fights in the locker room.
Yeah, we used to have that fucking little bitch fight club, slap boxing.
Yeah, we beat the shit out of each
We'd
other.
parkour over the fucking lockers.
I'm not saying, I'm not trying to accuse him of anything. I'm just saying that
No.
because I actually like the guy and I know him. I'm saying there's other people in that position of power.
Yeah, no.
You don't think it's a position of power being a gym teacher, but his office is literally in the boys' locker room.
Yeah. Well, there's unless you got a better system.
No, I know there's not a better system. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying in this day and age, I'm surprised more liberal parents have been like, oh, I can't do that. You know.
Yeah.
I'm just happy we didn't have to completely change or shower. I didn't need anyone looking at my dick.
Well, that's because they didn't give us enough time to completely change or shower. They gave you 4 fucking minutes for gym class to end, to run to the locker room, put clothes on, run across the school to your locker, grab your books, and then run back across the school to your classroom.
Our school wasn't that big of a school. So.
No, and 4 minutes still wasn't enough time.
I know fucking at college, at least my college. Well, it's a spread across the campus. I get that. We had 10 minutes in between.
Yeah, same here.
And most of the time, most of the professors aren't sticklers like high school teachers where, oh, you're 2 seconds late. Fuck you. You can't come into this class. At least that was my experience.
Which is funny because high school, they kept telling you that's what college was going to be like. The teacher will just lock the door if you're late. They won't accept late work. Every class, I show up like 15 fucking minutes late. For one class, I handed in every lab report on the last day of the semester, and he took them and just gave them all A's.
Yeah, they don't give a shit.
They really don't.
It's because they're getting paid a lot more.
They get paid a lot
more. The more they
more.
get paid, the less they care.
And they also realize that, like, you have a life and existence outside of their classroom. Or most teachers, not all.
Not all, yeah. There's always exceptions to the fucking rule.
There's a couple cockbags.
Okay. Now, I want you to look.
Sure. Look at what?
What?
You said look.
I'm going to show you.
Okay.
This next mic. So, the reason I bought these 3, not mine, but the first 2 that you tested and then that one over there.
Yeah.
Is because I thought from my father's band days that he had a bunch of extra XLR mics, which are these inputs.
Yeah.
And what these mics are here inputs. And I fucking literally cleaned my entire fucking room, searched the attic, went to our storage unit because we're fixing this basement up. There's still a bunch of shit there. Couldn't find them anywhere. I found one cord. It was a cord that plugs into here and it turns into this kind of cord. I think it's a 6.3 millimeters, what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't find them, so I fucking buy these.
Yep.
But I found these 2. This one is from a cheap little, like a karaoke thing that I had from when I was like 10. So it's going to be a piece of shit.
Of course.
I already know that. I want you to take. Let me find a tag. Where the fuck did it go?
Oh, these are Behringers. You got some good ones.
Yeah, that's Behringer's.
Yeah,
This is Behringer. This is Behringer.
the mic I use for vocals, it doesn't have the on and off switch, but it's basically the same microphone.
Is it a Behringer?
Yeah.
No, they're good fucking
Yeah, I love it. I didn't have the money to spring for the on and off switch. Too bougie for me, as the inner city people say. As the chillin' say. Maybe, I don't know. I will have to say.
Oh no, it's right here.
I will have to say this though.
Yeah.
Your dad had to rebuy his first guitar model. How many guitarists get rid of their first guitar? What made you think he was going to save any microphones?
No, he had them.
He did.
Yeah, I remember having them. I don't know where the fuck they ended up because literally I could pull out the cord. It's in one of these bins here. He had to. The only reason you want to know why he had to get rid of his first guitar, because he decided to have children. He had to sell some things. He got rid of his first guitar, his first amp. Oh yeah.
I'm surprised your first name isn't Disappointment.
Oh no, that's what they call me behind closed doors. Hope this is still recording.
Clearly, they're not closed enough. As if we're not going to have this conversation borderline verbatim 2 weeks from now and not remember it.
That is true, but no, it is still recording.
Okay,
but no, I want
beautiful.
you. I'm gonna unplug. I want you to. There's a little tag on here.
Okay.
I want you to read what's on this tag.
Oh dear God. Okay. I don't have my reading glasses, but
Tell the audience.
this cable says Dwaynesburg Central School, Delancey, New York, 12053. This motherfucking poor ass hood rat podcaster stole his fucking equipment from his high school.
No, the funny thing is I'm going through my room and I go to my mother and I go, I stole this microphone. I don't remember stealing this. Apparently I stole the microphone.
You probably borrowed it for a project you were doing senior year and just forgot to give it back.
No, I probably stole it.
I accidentally pilfered a few books from Mrs. Tommy's classroom because I was reading them and then forgot to bring them back before the year ended, and then I just never gave them back.
I used to steal shit from the high school all the time.
I've only
I never stole anything this big though. Like it's
No.
probably even though it's a piece of shit and probably if I put it on eBay it would get fucking $1 if that.
probably.
Because once we turn it on and you test it, you're gonna tell the difference between the Behringers. Yeah, don't fuck with that because it doesn't really screw on right.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. I've never stolen anything on purpose. I always do it by accident.
I have.
I
I used to be a klepto, but you didn't know that.
I could see it.
When I was younger, and I went to this babysitter.
You fucked her?
No,
Oh.
no, she's a grandmother at this time.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
never mind.
but her little grandson was at this babysitter.
This is getting really Joe Biden-y real quick.
No, it's not. I was probably 5 and he was like 3 or something. Gives a shit. And he used to have. We were both into Matchbox cars and NASCARs, like the little fucking cars.
Of course.
And
You
he
got
always-
fucking Dale over there.
Yes. Oh yeah. For maybe if I ever decide to do this video, which I am thinking of doing, is recording video. For
Yeah,
the
like
podcast.
having a camera set up. Yeah,
Couple cameras actually.
it's not a bad
Is
idea.
there in this basement, the white trash basement that has guitars on the wall, a shitty drum set in the corner, a gun hanging on the wall behind me, and a life-size cutout of Dale Earnhardt greeting you as you come down the stairs.
Yeah, it's something.
Chris forgets how he lived in the country for 10-ish years.
My house didn't look this nice. My house was condemned as soon as we
It
left.
was.
We
You remember what this basement looked like. This basement wasn't nice.
It was nicer than mine. Mine didn't have a fucking floor. It was dirt. The walls were stone held together by cement thrown on as an afterthought because the house was collapsing. Dude, I was the Kenny McCormick of Dwaynesburg.
You weren't that bad.
Yeah, we did a lot of cleaning every time
I
people
didn't.
came over.
I didn't see your house in the later years, like the last few years you lived there. But
It rained on me while I slept.
oh god,
There were so many fucking holes in the roof and ceiling that there was nowhere I could put my bed where it didn't drip on me. And I resorted to just stuffing towels into the fucking holes.
oh my god, oh my god. Well then, okay. Don't take this the wrong way, but how come you live in such a nice house now?
Well, that's
Did your dad not care back then, and then all of a sudden he divorces your mom, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna buy myself a nice house."
See, no, he left before the house got quite that bad, and then
Oh, he did.
okay,
Okay.
he just became blissfully ignorant of what he left his children to die in, because
Gotcha.
he was getting that sweet late 20s poon on the reg.
God bless him.
You know, I both can and can't blame him for that.
Okay.
He also got a nice string of promotions after he got kicked out. So
I figured because you're like you say he's going. What is he going on? He goes on to New York City or like Westchester like every week or something.
he works down there, yeah.
Because
So.
he's Mr. Important in the army, and I'm not saying that as a joke.
No, he's up there now.
Okay, now we're gonna test the shitty mic.
You got it.
So switch over. Now this is gonna be the interesting one.
Okay.
Is it on?
No, check one.
No. Is the switch on?
As far as it'll go.
I gotta make sure. No, it should work.
Okay. Good morning, students, and welcome to the Dwaynesburg morning announcements.
Listen to that sound.
Dude, that's the sound that came through on the fucking TV every morning during the morning announcements. Just that dull hiss.
Oh my god, it's so bad. I gotta turn the low.
Dude, I'm having PTSD flashbacks to high school.
Holy shit.
Just the blank screen because you assholes were trying to get the camera to actually work.
You assholes. Wasn't me. You know, you should think of the fucking shit that we had to go through. The shitty equipment. You see how shitty that microphone is. You could flick the thing and it'll come off. Okay, of course it didn't come off when you did that.
That's because I tightened it a bit beforehand. I did some Kegel exercises.
Is that going to be the word of the day?
You know, let me check my dictionary app and see what the word of the day actually is, because we might have to replace it with Kegel.
I could grab your phone so you don't have to do... Okay, or you could do that.
You know what? I had to do everything by myself as a child. I ain't having people help me now.
But listen to that sound. How crisp. Oh, that's so bad. I know there was a way I could
That
fucking...
literally sounds like you put the microphone up to like a can of Sprite that was just opened.
Well, it's a cheap piece of shit, you know.
So are you.
No argument there. The sad thing is that I bet this other one's gonna sound better than the one from our high school.
The word of the day is actually bardolatry, which is a great or excessive adoration, which means that you are gay, for William Shakespeare.
I didn't know this fucking became Breeding Rainbow.
I'm sorry, I occasionally use very big words.
Yeah, so do I. I don't have a word of the day calendar.
Well, I have a dictionary app on my phone because I forget how to spell the simplest of words. But
I do too, but I love spell check. It just cleans it right up for me.
Yet I could spell like fucking supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Disestablishmentarianism.
That too. That's a great one. Yeah, I can spell that without a problem, but then I have to look up like how to spell the.
No, my favorite thing is I always love those memes about those the high school is it shows a picture of your math teacher saying you'll never have a calculator in your pocket.
What the fuck is this thing? Like this thing is like at the level of a scientific calculator now.
You have a calculator, a dictionary,
dude, when we were in
Stutter.
fucking Mrs. Jackson's class, they had a TI-83 app on the Android store, and it was
Did they really?
It was a full working fucking TI-83.
Well, when we went to Mr. Vale, I put a graphing calculator on my phone.
Yeah.
And since he liked me, he was like, I'm like, Mr. Vale, you mind if I've hurt my graphic calculator, mind if I use my phone? He's like, I better not catch you going on the internet. And I'm like, nope. I never did because stupid me, I was a good kid. Yeah. I didn't have any fun in high school until senior year. Oof.
I need to go see Mr. Vale now that you bring that up, but
okay, I'm getting very annoyed with that mic, so time to switch.
Sure thing.
Go to 4.
Going to 4.
Turn that the fuck down. Woof. Now this one's not gonna have any phantom power or compression, so I'm wondering how this is gonna sound. Is it on?
I just turned it on. Just
Good.
So I'll wait till the mic kicks in because I have a wonderful little tidbit of information here.
Oh jeez, I gotta turn the gain way up because there's no phantom power on that.
Mm.
Oh no, that's not bad.
No, it's not bad at all. Okay, so what we have here on dictionary.com is Kegel exercise. Often Kegel exercises performed to strengthen the pubococcygeus and other muscles of the pelvic floor in order to control incontinence.
Incontinence.
That means you pee yourself.
Really? That's what I mean?
That's what incontinence means.
That's not... Okay, is there more to definition? Because
Yep.
that's not what
Yes.
that's mainly for.
Improve sexual response,
There you go.
etc.
Etc.
Origin, named after Arnold H. Kegel, 1894 to 1981, famed American gynecologist. So basically, they named vaginal clenching after the first pussy doctor in American history.
I was about to make fun of the guy for like, wow, imagine if your name is what is the name for vagina exercises, but then you found out he was the first gynecologist, and that's an honor for
Right.
a gynecologist.
He will go down in pussy history.
He already has.
That
He's good.
means two things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Fungal. What the fuck? Oh, you got tea?
Yeah. I didn't know if I would have to do, like, excessive talking or vocals, so.
No, you want to do vocals. I was thinking, because I bought, so you can see my other mic that
Yeah.
we usually use to record.
Yeah.
Is, so it's a USB mic.
Mm-hmm.
There's no USB inputs here.
Correct.
So I'm looking on the internet, and there's really no way. So I thought I hacked the way of converting it USB to analog.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to buy like 6 different cords because I had to split the USB so I could plug it into the wall because it needs power and all sorts of things. And I thought I got it to work, but the last piece I needed was it turns a USB into like a headphone jack.
Yep.
So I plug in, I have the splitter. One's left unplugged because I don't have the piece. But I plug it into the wall, the light turns on. I'm like, oh shit, this might actually work. I get the little piece yesterday, and I'm like, I pull it out, try to work it. Plug it into the wall, turns on. Plug it into the other USB, turns off.
Ooh.
So I'm like, oh shit, maybe it's because one had a red stripe on it. So maybe I'm like, oh, maybe this is the one you switch it. So I plug it into the wall, works. Plug it into the other one, turns off. So then I like try to plug it in the board, put the headphones on, turn it all the way up, nothing. I'm like, okay.
I mean, to be fair, for any time I'd have to do vocals, I would prefer to use the Behringer because I find they're fantastic for vocals. Like the condenser mic you got over there is good for instruments and shit, but voice.
No, that's good that we have them now.
I would have brought my own honestly, but this motherfucker right here.
And I got a pop screen. It's for this, but we can use it for that. And I got a covering, whatever the fuck that is.
I'm popping because there's no screen.
Yeah, you don't really need a pop screen for fucking radio.
No, you don't.
But what the fuck else was I gonna say? Where's I going? Oh,
Boobs.
don't distract me. No, I'm thinking of selling that on eBay. I could
Ah.
probably get good. It's an $80 microphone that I think I got for like $50 years ago.
You
It
could
works
probably
good.
still get 50 for it.
Works good quality. It only ever got used for when you and I were recording music and like the few times that I needed it to record for like college projects.
Yeah.
I bought it like after I was done with me trying to be a musician, how awful that was. And I bought it thinking this was going to be my start of my podcast phase.
Yep.
But I never ended up doing it because I wanted to do it right, and using this thing right here is how you do it right. So I think I'm going to sell that, and I'll sell that and buy new microphones. I might sell these fucking too. I'm probably going to sell that one, even though I stole it.
Dude, I don't know who would even buy that thing. I would just
There'd be people that would buy it. I'd be like, doesn't work well.
I would just film us smashing it on the fucking podcast.
Okay, let's test this mic, and then I'm going to have you jump back because I want to show you something. But let's test this one. So turn that one off.
I told you 5 times I don't want to see your butthole.
Oh, no one wants to see that. Okay, this is going to be the interesting one.
Doubt you could even see it, you fucking hairy Italian bastard.
No, I shave.
Welcome to the club.
Really? You do? You have to?
Yeah. So around the age of
Hold on.
in my dad's genetic line.
Wow, that's awful. Is that plugged in? Yeah, it's plugged in. Oh, it's on.
Yeah, it's on. It's just.
You got to get real close to it.
Yeah, I'm fucking fellatiating this stuff. Anyway, as we're talking about genital regions,
Here, back off a little bit. Hold it.
so
Yeah, you really got to get on
yeah,
that
I
fucker.
gotta get like on that fucking thing.
Here, back off now. I literally have it potted up the whole way.
It's like the fucking microphone at Paulie's. I had to like literally put the thing in my mouth to do vocals there.
That is a from a cheap karaoke set from 2004.
That explains a lot.
And
So-
look, I got the gain all the way up too.
It's about ass hair. So, at the age of right now, in my father's genetic line, you kind of just wake up one morning and you look
You're
like
a man.
you're a fucking gorilla. So everything in
Welcome to my world at 12.
thankfully, I can still get away with shaving once every 3 days or so.
Oh, yeah, go fuck off.
This is about
I'm gonna say this,
a week right here.
and I will say this if this doesn't get released. I will say this that Chris used to come to me when we were like 16, and he used to get very upset that he wasn't growing much body hair.
No, you can put that on the air. I don't give a shit.
Because I'm going to say this to you, and I'm going to say it again to you now. I literally think I grabbed you by the shoulders
You
and
did.
said, you don't want this life.
You did.
But I feel different. You don't want this life.
No,
No one wants this life.
I've learned.
I have hair everywhere other than my palms and the bottom of my feet.
Yeah, I've gotten to the point where I have to start like shaving like here.
Oh, see, I just let that. I don't even give a shit.
I don't like it. Basically, everything in the batter's box.
You can't. By the way, you can't say here because this is audio. Just future reference.
I said my hand.
Oh, you did? Okay. Maybe I was just not
I
paying
said
attention.
right here on my hand by the pinky.
Okay. I just zoned out. You
All I
said
heard
here.
was here. Yeah. Everything in the batter's box gets shaved.
In the batter's box. Okay, get off that mic. Go back to that one. 'Cause
Okay.
This pissed me off.
Yeah, that was infuriating. Just kind of spread here, let my pussy air out.
Oh, actually, since this one doesn't have any phantom power on it, can you go back to this one?
Yeah.
That one's what, 3? It'd sound fine, but I don't want to pot it up. Potting it up means these little levers all the way up.
Yep.
It's generally not good.
Now I'd imagine. Are we back? Yes, we are. Okay.
I can turn it up more so you don't have to be so fucking close to it.
Yeah, as much as I love the taste of microphone, I'm starting to get annoyed by it.
You're getting annoyed by the taste?
Yeah, it's very metallic, as you can imagine, and half the no, not half. Basically, every show I've played except fucking down in New Jersey, I had to be like mouth up on the microphone,
No, I noticed because
and I'm screaming.
me and James were commenting that he was like, he is sucking that mic's dick. He's sucking that mic like a dick.
No, and it was great because like down in New Jersey, I could be like this far away and it would still pick it up.
Like it's doing now.
Yeah, exactly.
He's about almost a foot away.
Yeah, about that.
Okay. Now you ready for that?
Yeah, sure.
So this board comes with some fun.
Drugs?
No, not that much fun.
Oh.
Don't want to do it. Start laughing.
Well,
We're
I'm
waiting.
waiting.
We're waiting. It's fucking. I love fucking. What's it? Caddyshack.
Caddyshack, yeah.
Okay, you ready?
Sure.
How do I sound now?
You sound like you're talking through the microphone, and Alvin from the Chipmunks is saying everything you say in unison.
So, what's wrong with that?
Absolutely nothing.
Do you want me to turn yours on too?
Sure, except I sound like that without the effect.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
That's so
I'm sorry.
it's weird because we have See, it goes
what she said.
I like. Hello, Bruce. I mean, I can win this game too. You'd be amazed how low my voice can go. I don't know why I like doing it. Warm, buttery crust on a hot pocket. Buttermilk biscuits. Pussy juice. We are in the 6th grade. See, you know, I don't remember who it was. I know it was one of my family members. I think it was my dad. It may have been my grandmother. They told me that men stop mentally maturing around the age of 12. And they're not wrong. They're so not fucking wrong. Absolutely not. I think we should just do a whole show like this. And just let it go. Sure. Dude, if I did some low-pitched screams right now, they'd sound fucking monstrous through this thing. You wanna try it? Wait, let me fucking... I won't actually scream them. Let me fuck with the volume first so it doesn't... I'll do Breaking Benjamin screams. Okay. It could be that loud. That sounds like a 1982 Ford starting up. With this effect on it. I'm very proud of that. I'm happy for it. Hang on, wait. Let's see how high I can make this big black man voice go. Do you want me to? No, this is the best sound. Okay, go ahead. Okay, hang on. It's big black man. Oh, I did not like that. This is how they make the sounds in fucking horror movies. They must turn the pitch all the way down and have someone like you come and scream. That's exactly what they do. That wasn't screaming though, that was just me maxing out my voice in pitch, which almost sounded like a chipmunk. Do you want to there's some other effects. This is the most fun effect, but there's other ones. I kind of like the chipmunk one because it's funnier.
We say sexual stuff and you sound like... We definitely could do that time. Yeah. Sorry. We're sorry. Oh my god, we're in 6th grade again. This is our voices right here. Nah, I think my voice was a couple octaves higher. I think my voice is pretty much the same as it was in 6th grade. I didn't really go through puberty like the rest of you. No, your voice is probably the same as that. That's 8th grade. That's fair. And even then in high school, I was purposely talking in a lower pitch. Were you really? Yeah. I was doing like the full-blown Batman thing. I dropped my voice a few notes in public. I just thought of a great bit to use with this fucking thing. Is, say we have someone on telling like a really sad story. What? They don't have headphones on, so they don't hear. Because you take these off, and I can turn it down in my headphones. You won't be able to fucking hear this. You know the great part is what we can do is we can just... I can turn it so... Here, talk normally.
Okay.
Yeah, so I can turn it to make it sound like only one mic is doing this, and the rest will sound normal.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it'll pick up that background noise, but I can fuck with settings. I'm not gonna do that right now because I'm lazy. And that's when Chip touched my shirt. Alright, let's fuck with these other effects. Let's see what we got here.
your room reverb.
It's not the same.
Let's try to play.
It's like the magic song.
No. Yeah. Can't really sound good. Can't. We're not can't.
Yeah, like when the hardcore bands tells all the cunts to learn how to start moshing.
And this is totally reverb. Oh. Yeah. How are you?
You know, it's been a rough couple of months.
This isn't anything funny. Oh.
Oh, wow, that's like every rapper trying to sing and they sound like a robot.
Oh, no, I have a robot effect.
Oh, dear God, no.
It's coming.
No. I said no. No means no.
This one is reverse reverb.
Reverse reverb. Yes.
This is we could just fuck this up. No, this is ambience. Early reflections.
Ambiance.
I fucking hate you.
You love me though. Like totally platonic, not sticking your dick up my butt. Like,
Not in a gay way.
yeah.
No, that's not. I want to do horror.
Story of my life.
Up to 7. There we go. This is just normal ambience. Here's one that's fun.
No.
Now, this next one is a delay.
Delays
a little bit.
This is like when split when my split feature.
Here's another good ass.
Pick up the floorboard.
Is there anybody out there?
What's proper modulation?
This effect kind of sucks. This is supposed to be chorus. It doesn't really sound like anything. This one's flanger.
I'm familiar with the flanger.
Dude, it makes your voice musical.
It does, but I've come up with some great fucking riffs using a flanger pedal. It's fantastic.
Do.
Yes, do.
We can do some interesting bits with these fucking effects.
We need to get high on our first podcast.
I don't get high anymore. I'll get drunk. You get high. No, it's not what I wanted. You fucking whore.
When did you stop being cool?
Acid trip. Bad acid trip.
You don't even smoke weed anymore. What a bitch.
You know that. This is supposed to be a phaser. I don't think I have to. Let me turn it up. Phaser.
Let me introduce you to
Blade. Laser. Blazer. It's phasing a little bit.
Yeah, it's not very good.
Well, probably because it's only coming through one part of the fucking microphone, headphone.
No, I tried it when it was both channels. It doesn't. It doesn't work any better. This one's. What is this one? Detune. I never fuck with this one. This one really doesn't do anything.
No, not much. It just kind of doubles your voice.
Okay. Nope. Damn it.
God, I hope Charlie's still alive.
Why wouldn't he be alive?
Because he's home.
Unsupervised while I'm doing this. Oh gosh. And I told him I was going to be gone for a couple hours, and I said, Charlie, if someone rings the doorbell, what do you do? He said, don't answer. And he now said, if someone breaks into the house, what do you do? He said, run to the locked room and call the cops. I said, another answer would have been to run to my room and grab a gun. And And then I thought about it for a second, and I realized that no one ever taught me how to use the gun. Yeah, don't have that kid use a gun. Which is why I didn't tell him where the bullets are. Now this one is delay with reverb.
Are you trying to induce an acid trip?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
I'm very disappointed with how much you've been masturbating.
I'm sorry, God.
You are going to burn in hell because I love you. I love you so much that I will make you suffer for eternity for not doing everything I say.
God, I have actually a real question for you.
You may make my child.
Why are you so mean to me?
I am mean to my entire creation of humanity.
No, you're not.
Because I love them.
No, you are not. I've seen plenty of your creation, and I'm doing air quotes. I've seen plenty of your creation be just fine.
I just killed 300 people in Sri Lanka attending Easter Mass. If you think you're the one with problems.
Yes. I'm self-centered. You know this. You made me.
I know everything, and yet I'm surprised when Adam and Eve ate the apple.
Oh, fuck.
And then I got mad at them for doing what I designed them to do. And damned them to eternity for behaving the way I created them to behave.
Not just them, but the entire human race.
Exactly. What's your question?
No, I asked him. Oh, what's my other question? I got some questions for you. Fuck.
Speak question.
Trying. Maybe.
I only have all of eternity.
I don't.
You will.
No.
Satan.
I feel like Satan and I'd be buds.
That's exactly why I said you to.
Here, I'll ask you. I'm gonna ask you. Is Jimi Hendrix in heaven, God? No.
He's black.
You hate black people, God.
Yes. Everyone knows that Jesus was a blonde-haired, blue-eyed honky in the Middle East. Just ask any Renaissance painting.
Whoa. What about but what about all his talent? You gave him such talent.
Music is a creation of the devil.
So
Even though I created the devil, therefore being an extension of my creation.
So anyone that plays music is a product of the devil, is what you're saying.
Anyone that plays music for joy or actual emotional expression. Those who sing to praise my name are fine.
Oh, so those horrid songs that people sing in church?
Or Creed.
Or Creed. Oh, yeah, I agree with you on Creed. Okay, let's who else? So I was gonna ask Chris Cornell, but so he's down with Satan too?
I'm debating making an exception in his case.
So where is he in purgatory? He died 2 years ago.
He's still in purgatory. He made music, but he clearly did not do it for joy.
I think he did it for joy. I think he was just fucked up.
So that's also saying that he did commit suicide.
He did.
You know, I basically made Jesus commit suicide because I created him with the intent of having him die.
Well then, yeah, that's an interesting argument because Jesus didn't technically commit suicide.
No,
You killed him.
Yes, but he's me.
That is true. He is you.
So I had part of myself commit suicide to redeem humanity for something that wasn't a mistake, but I punished them for it anyway.
Yes. See, God, I don't really like the reverb you're on, so I'm gonna change it. Is that okay with you?
Sure, as long as I still have that mystical sense in my voice.
So do you like the delay with the reverb, or do you want just straight up reverb?
Straight up reverb.
Let's try that. How about now, God? How do you sound?
Well, I'm God, so I actually think I would sound like these.
Speak now, God. How about now?
I am all powerful. That's why I need you people to fight Satan for me during the apocalypse.
I think that's a good setting for you, God. What do you think?
You cannot begin to understand what I think. I am beyond the understanding of my creations.
Do you understand yourself, God?
If I told you the answer, it would only eclipse your understanding.
Many things eclipse my understanding, so you're probably right.
I am always right.
Why did you create terrorists, God?
To enact my will on Earth.
Do you know Muhammad personally?
I know every human personally. Whether or not they choose to let me in is a different story.
Is Muhammad up with you? Or is he in hell with Satan because he got it wrong?
No, he committed all the violence that I said was okay in the Old Testament. Muhammad and I are tight.
Oh, so Muhammad's up with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't fully endorse the Quran. It's right in some aspects, but he kind of just took it and ran with it.
Okay. What about Hindus? They believe in a bunch of gods. Do you know any of their gods? Are you friends with them?
I've said it once. I've said it twice. I've said it 1,000 fucking times. I am the only God, which is why I went to Egypt and killed all of their gods. If you read the Old Testament,
Okay. Yeah. See, it's
because
not.
there's only one, but I killed the rest of them, which means at one point there were more than one.
Okay. Yeah. See.
If that's confusing, it's just because it's beyond your understanding.
Oh yes, of course.
I got
So
it.
all Hindus go to hell?
Yes.
Okay. So what I'm figuring people that worship one God. What about Jews? Jews are the chosen people. They were the first ones to worship you.
You know what? Adam and Eve were a chosen people too,
That is
and
true.
they everything disobeyed me.
What about the good Jews? Because you admitted that there's good Christians and good Muslims that go to heaven. What about the good Jews? Are there any good Jews?
Well, technically all Jews are good Jews because I wanted them to kill Jesus to redeem humanity.
Okay.
So they fulfilled their part.
But you're not answering my question. Do they go to heaven? Do any of them go to heaven?
It is beyond your understanding.
What about, oh, here's a good one. What about Buddhists? They don't believe in you. They don't have a higher power.
No, they don't. But you know what I've noticed throughout human history is those that don't believe in me,
Do you know Buddha? How big is his cock?
massive. I gave him such a massive cock because Buddhists are celibate. Anywho, I've noticed that those that don't believe in me inexplicably behave better than those that do. I've never seen Buddhists fly a plane into a building. I've never seen Buddhists ransack an entire city just to take back a temple.
Okay, so Buddhists mainly go to heaven unless they do something horrid.
You know, they would go to heaven, except that they don't suck my dick on a daily basis.
Ah,
So
okay.
when
So Muslims do these atrocities, and some Christians have done these atrocities.
yes,
But since they worship you, is that okay?
yes,
Oh, that's okay.
yes.
So what about Osama bin Laden? Where's he?
That fucker's sitting right next to me right now.
Oh, he is.
Yes.
So you're saying that the terrorists are right? Is when they die? So Muhammad Atta, the guy that flew the first plane into Twin Towers, is he with you too?
He's in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, he's in the Hall of Fame. Oh God. Oh,
Hey,
I'm sorry. You're astonishing me. You're saying that Bin Laden and Muhammad Atta are in heaven, and Jimi Hendrix and Chris Cornell are in hell.
have you ever read my fucking book?
No, not all the way
I
through.
told the Jews to basically conquer the entire Middle East. I had them fucking murder children in my name. Is it really such a surprise that the fucking Dergadurgas flying planes into buildings are alright with me?
Oh,
Sure,
here's some
they
questions.
can shower more often. It's not fucking ghosts, but
And little boys.
baby steps. That, well, have you seen the Catholic Church?
Oh my. Yeah, there's a question. God, what about all these priests that are fucking small boys? Are you commanding them to do this, or?
You know, I don't know where they got that from. I said if they wanted to kill people and take their underage daughters for themselves, then that's cool. I said if they wanted to take underage daughters of people that they conquered in battle, that's cool. I told them to kill the little boys, not fuck them. And I
So all those priests are going to hell.
eventually,
Eventually, yes.
maybe, it's hard to explain, but I've got a plan for everything. These children are getting raped and traumatized for a reason. Trust me.
You just did the peace sign, God.
Actually, that means victory over infidels.
Oh, okay, yes. Oh, so what you're saying? Should I be calling you Allah? Are you actually Allah? Are you not God?
Well, actually, even if you read the Bible, there's about 100 different fucking names for me.
Yes, there's God. There's Lord. There's Yahweh. There's
Elohim,
yes. So what is your preferred name? What do you like to be called? What should I be calling you?
Donald Trump.
Oh my God. Oh my Trump. Oh wow. So you like Trump?
I am Trump.
You are Trump. So I'm speaking to Donald Trump right now.
Yes, it is true. You are speaking to the greatest deity in all of human history. The best. It's true.
His,
Ask anybody.
his
My
bed's
hands are
taking a
shaking.
turn.
My hands are shaking. If this displeases you, then you can suffer for eternity. I shall return to the form that most people are familiar with.
Okay, go back to being regular God.
I am back to regular God.
Okay. No, I had a good question, but I forgot it because you went on that Trump rap.
You have many questions, my child.
Yes. What is the meaning of life?
To make you suffer.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with that. I believe that. Is there any reason, or just because you're bored?
You are all ants, and I hold the magnifying
Get a
glass.
little closer to that mic, God.
You are all ants, and I hold the magnifying glass. No more, no less.
Yes.
A select few ants may be gathered to live in my ant farm, but the majority of you shall burn.
Interesting. Interesting. What the hell else could I ask God? Is there anything that I should know? Any message you have for me or the listening public?
Yes, listen very, very closely.
I am God.
I am a figment of your imagination.
You're kidding me.
No,
Am I high right now, God?
yes,
Oh, fuck.
it is called depression and mild schizophrenia.
That's very true.
If any man today ran into a town claiming that a burning bush spoke to him and gave him rules on how humanity should live, he would be put in a mental institution. But 3,000 years ago,
That's okay.
it was totally fine. God did not create the human race. The human race created me.
That is true because we're all afraid of death and we don't know what happens after it.
That's correct, but
Do you know what? Can you
I
tell
can
me?
hear the wavering in your voice, child, as you don't truly believe that, as you are scared that I may be real.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm not positive that you're real or not, but I am afraid of you. I've told Chris, he went upstairs for a little bit. I've told him that
Yeah,
I
he's a
have to.
fucking dick.
Oh, yeah, you really don't like him.
No, I've got some plans for him.
What are you? Can you tell me your plans for him, or give me at least an inkling?
Phase 1 is Joe Biden.
Oh, I think that already happened. He told that story earlier, so that happened.
Phase 1 is going to last for a couple years.
Oh, so Joe is gonna be like a permanent fixture in Chris's life.
You can say that.
Okay. What's phase 2 for Chris's life?
Phase 2 is I give him everything he wants for about a month,
Oh, I could absolutely see that happening.
and then I just rip it all away from him. But I don't let him have the testicular fortitude to kill himself afterwards. So he has to live with the shame of having everything he ever wanted and losing it.
Shit. That's not cool, God. Why are you so mean to him? Like, you're mean to me, but you're really mean to him.
Because he's smart enough to see through my bullshit.
That is true. I'm smart enough too. I just have the I was raised Catholic.
That is called Pascal's wager.
Explain that to me, God.
Pascal, you know, the guy that made the fucking triangle,
Yes, of course.
also hypothesized that it's better to just assume there is a God in case there is one, no matter how ridiculous the idea may seem. The way he puts it is, if you don't believe in God and it turns out there is one, you've lost everything. However, if you do believe in God, but he turns out to not be real, you've lost nothing. That is called Pascal's wager, and I call it the pussy wager.
Yes. Okay.
As Homer Simpson brilliantly countered Pascal's wager, yes, but suppose you put your faith in the wrong God, you're just making the real one even more pissed off.
So you're a Simpsons fan, God.
I love The Simpsons. Have you
How come
seen-
you killed Sam Simon?
That is beyond your understanding. You've seen how many episodes of The Simpsons have been. Clearly you're a fan.
Yes.
It doesn't sound like this on The Simpsons.
Did you make Sam Simon leave The Simpsons, and is that why they got shitty? Is because Sam Simon wasn't, and then you killed him just because you felt like it?
My intentions are beyond your understanding.
So you even control The Simpsons.
You have free. I gave humanity free will, even though I know the past, present, future, and what everyone is going to do, and it all fits in with my master plan. But you still somehow have free will.
I'm speechless. I just that response just. What about Family Guy? How come Family Guy and South Park? How come none of them are good anymore?
Because I want humanity to lose so much faith in that there's any joy in this life.
But Rick and Morty, that's good. Are they gonna start to suck?
Around season 7.
Season 7, they're gonna suck. Okay. Did you have anything to do with them getting green lighted for what 60 more episodes?
Originally, Adult Swim wanted to end it at season 3. They didn't want it to
Are
go
you on the
more.
board of Adult Swim?
I am Adult Swim.
You are Adult Swim. Okay. So Adult Swim is run by God.
Correct.
Okay. So Cartoon Network just gives them that time block to become Adult Swim, and Adult Swim is your programming.
Yes,
You know,
I had to fight very hard for that.
you get a little closer to that, Mike God.
Sure.
Adult Swim has some of the most fucked up programming on TV.
Yes.
Does that mean that you are one of the most fucked up beings in all of eternity, I guess?
I killed off the entire human race except for one family because my mindless slaves came down from heaven and fucked humans and made babies. So instead of punishing the mindless slaves that somehow went against my will, even though it's not possible, I decided to kill all of humanity except for one family that repopulated the earth through coexistence of incest.
Okay. So, in my opinion, then, I think you've gotten a little soft, God. Because you used to kill humans like it was your job. Now, okay, you do a 9/11, you do like you did at the church in Sri Lanka, you do a fucking school shooting here and there, and it's horrible, but it's not on the scale of you wiping out most of the human race. You did the Black Plague in the 1300s. That was your last big one, the plague.
Yes. Well,
So now,
actually, the Soviet Union was my last big one.
oh yes, I forgot about the and the Holocaust. Yes, and what Mao did to his people. I don't think that even has a name.
Correct.
This is China.
Correct.
So those were your last big ones. Okay.
Yes.
So I guess you're still pretty bad.
I'm getting a little soft in my golden years, mostly because I'm just tired, man.
Yeah, you've been doing this for
I've
billions
killed
and trillions of years.
6,000.
6,000 years?
Yes, dinosaurs are fake. They were made by Satan.
What?
Any and all evidence that the world is more than 6,000 years old, or that there's an entire universe out there, is all falsified by Satan to lead you down the wrong path.
But
Much like how I use Adult Swim as a test to find the true sinners in this world.
I believe the Adult Swim to find the true sinners because Chris and I enjoy that, and we are absolutely true sinners. But the fact that God, it's been proven tenfold that the Earth is older than 6,000 years. You have to.
Wrong.
I.
I'm not listening. I'm not listening.
I don't know where else to go with this bit.
How about to hell?
All right, God, I think we've had enough of you. Oh, Chris, are you back?
Dude, who the fuck were you talking to?
I was talking to God. Where were you during that? You could have asked him many questions.
I was masturbating.
In my house?
No, I went outside.
Oh, okay. I appreciate that.
No problem. Is this mic on? It seems.
I had to turn it down. God was he's very echoey, so I had to turn it down a little bit. I can turn it back up for you. Is that better?
That's a little bit better, yeah.
Okay. Jesus Christ. I might have to release this show because that was a good bit.
That was a good bit.
That was like we did that for 20 minutes. I was watching it.
Yeah, holy shit, we did.
We've been recording for an hour and 10 minutes.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh my. I am George Decay. Please tickle my titties.
Tickle my tits. Wait.
Tickle the tits does. Oh my god, if you're doing what I think you're doing.
You know what I'm doing? Hold on.
I'm ready.
No, fuck. Tickle my. Fuck. I gotta turn mine on.
Oh no, this isn't what I thought it was gonna be. Oh my. Tickle my tits.
Oh, you want to do anything?
Well, let's do this one first. Let's see which one's better. I am George Decay. Please tickle my tits.
Tickle my tits.
Tickle my tits.
Oh, you have a beautiful cock.
Thank you. Oh my.
These are all things that you said on stream.
I believe it.
I can find clips of it.
I don't need to see George K talking about a cock.
No, you don't have to see. You can just listen to it.
I don't need to hear it.
Listening to it's funny. Tickle my tits.
George the Cat, please tickle my tits.
This was a lot more funny in my head.
Yeah.
This voice is funny on its own, but making it George the K isn't as funny.
It loses something. It's innocence. It's non-homosexuality.
Oh, non-homosexuality, my ass.
Yeah.
I wish. See, it has some great effects, but I wish you could combine this with reverb. How fucking funny would that be?
That seems like it would just clip the fuck out of the mic.
I really don't care. It'd be a great bit. We're kind of stealing that bit.
We could do the triple penetration one where it's one in each hole.
That, oh yeah, bonus points.
Yeah, so like, the vagina is the basic one, that's worth 20 points, the mouth is worth 50, the ass is worth 100, and if you get one on each, that's 1,000 points.
You're automatically loading the ignorance if you do it.
You're just loading bitches at that point.
You can fuck for.
You know what? You could also maybe like glue a couple to like the nips.
Okay, that's going too far. No, what they would have to do is I'm thinking how this would work. Because they can't. No, I mean what position the girls would have to be in. Okay, I need to turn that effect off.
They'd have to be like laying on the ground and then like do like the frog position.
You're probably right with that.
Which
With one in their mouth, one in their.
They'd have to
Yeah, that would work.
rotate their hips up.
That would
so
work.
Yeah. If only we had the camera set up so they could see me in the fucking chair like this.
You look like you're about to give birth. For everyone watching, for listening. Wow, I just did it.
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay, good. This is making me feel better because I was worried that this podcast wasn't going to be interesting, but that was the funniest fucking thing. Because I'm sitting, I'm looking, because Chris sees all this equipment that I've bought, and a lot of it's leftover, but most of it is bought within the last couple of weeks. I put some pennies into this. Quite a few pennies.
That board costs what, like $400?
Actually, no. Got it on sale for $200.
Not bad at all.
Normally sells for $3. I had a really good Christmas.
I see that.
Money making wise. And I'm working Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, so I'll make triple this back in 4 days.
Nice.
Which is good. All right, I think we've gone far enough. Is there anything else? Any other stories, bits you want to do?
Considering that this
Get a little closer to the mic.
Sorry. Considering that this is just a test run to make sure everything works, I think we've done enough for today.
Enough bits?
Yeah.
Do we want to say one last goodbye to God? Do you want to?
Sure. Fuck you.
No, I was gonna go get him.
Oh.
Maybe you can stay here this time. I don't know if you gotta go up. If you don't want to be in the same room. You think no one can hear that? I know what you're trying to do, Chris, but we gotta have a system. I don't know what we're gonna do for the next show. We'll have some paper and pencils, or we'll text each other.
I don't know why I'm holding my phone. Why didn't I think?
Chris is the funniest thing. He holds the mic like I'm holding it right now, and you can still hear it. Hey, I'll talk on this mic.
I didn't whisper that fucking loud, you cock munch.
I'm doing it for effect, you dick.
Your effect is a faggotry, you faggot.
All right, that kind of just ruined a bit. Do we want to say goodbye to God?
No. What? Why would I want to see that fucker after all the shit he's done?
Okay.
He allowed The Last Jedi to happen.
That's the thing you're most pissed off about is The Last Jedi.
Currently.
Out of all the things that I've heard you bitch about over the years, you're most angry about The Last Jedi.
I will pretend that I have made peace with the child abuse and the poor house I grew up in.
Son of a bitch.
Yes, I am.
Oh.
The Last Jedi is what I am currently griping about.
Avengers Endgame comes out. I'm excited.
Yeah. I'm just gonna wait till it comes out, like on Netflix or something.
You're gonna wait that? I can't. I've been chomping at the fucking bit. I know you're not big into Marvel.
Well, I got a buddy who's buying a bunch of tickets for people to see it opening night. If you want to go with him, I'll say, hey, you can get tickets for the two of us, and we just give him the cash.
What is he getting them discounted or something?
I don't know how, but he put a message up on Facebook saying, who wants to go see Avengers? I'm gonna buy the tickets in mass, and you pay me back.
I would, but if I go see, because I saw, which one did I see? I saw Infinity War without my father, and he was personally offended. So yeah, because I was still at school at the time,
Yeah.
and it came out I think in April about last year, and I wouldn't have been home, and because I graduated in early May, like 5th of May, and then I stayed for a couple extra days to help finish packing up my shit and get some last few drinking nights. Wanted to go bar hopping the last few times, so I didn't get home until like May 10th or something. I wasn't gonna wait that long; it would have been spoiled for me.
Yeah.
So I saw it 2 days after it came out, but I went and saw it with him again. But he gets offended by shit like that. Oh, I just want to say, my New York Islanders swept the Penguins.
Very good.
I know you don't give a shit, but
Not particularly. And just to add one more thing to Endgame, unless fucking Scarlett Johansson does a full-blown hardcore porno scene in it, I don't think it's worth my money.
really, you don't?
No.
You're not. I can't believe you're not into that.
Like I don't like.
Because we went and what did we see? We
Ant-Man
saw
and the Wasp.
Ant-Man and the Wasp. You like that, didn't you?
My issue is not with Marvel movies themselves. My issue is with how the franchise has destroyed the film industry.
Yeah, I know you've said that before, but I think it's just
every goddamn movie that exists nowadays has to exist in a larger shared universe because every fucking franchise, they got Godzilla and King Kong sharing a universe now.
You want to know what? I'll agree and disagree, and I'll give you reasons.
Even horror movies are doing it. The fucking
Yep.
Conjuring has its own shared universe.
Do you want to know why? Is because people are seeing, because you look at the top 50 most grossing movies of all time. Captain Marvel, which is the most recent one that came out, that one just cracked the top 50. It's been out a month. And, like, the top 50, you got to make almost $1 billion to be in that top 50. Out of the top 50, like 20 of them are Marvel movies from the Marvel shared universe. So
Yes.
movie companies,
They're all trying to imitate it, but the thing is that now we have a quantity over quality thing.
I wouldn't blame that on Marvel. I get your gripes, but
Not
I
only
would blame it on the movie companies for not coming up with fucking. We knew this before Marvel was even a thing. The movie companies, everything's being remade and it's being rehashed. It's always shittier.
and
No one in Hollywood has original ideas. Marvel is doing something original.
My other main gripe about Marvel movies is that there's no actual
You gotta stop doing that. I can hear it on the mic.
there's no actual weight to the movies. There's no actual drama because everything is just fucking one-liners with AC/DC playing in the background while they murder millions of aliens without a second thought.
No, you don't like that?
It's fine for
It's
the
not-
it's fine for the Marvel movies, but like I said, it's tainting moviegoers' perception. If every movie, even like the fucking Conjuring, isn't half one fucking cracking one-liners, they're saying it's too dark, it's too angry, it's
Well,
too.
why do you care what
aggressive.
other people think?
Because they won't make dark movies anymore because no one will fucking watch them. They don't make serious movies anymore. Fucking Last Jedi was Guardians of the Galaxy with lightsabers.
No, it was because Guardians of the Galaxy was funny.
Yes, they tried to do that with Star Wars, and that's why it was trash. Not every movie has to be fucking funny with a little bit of action thrown in.
Well, like I know a lot of people aren't going to agree with me and possibly you on this, but they were the prequels. They threw in some humor. Those were both before the Marvel movies. They were action packed, but they threw in some humor with all of those.
Yes, but the humor didn't take precedence.
And they don't really in the Marvel movies, except for
Really?
Guardians. I will give you Guardians. The humor takes precedence.
You're gonna tell me that fucking Robert Downey Jr. isn't a walking stand-up set in every fucking Marvel movie?
Not a stand-up set. No, he just cracks sarcastic lines. He's not. Trust me, someone knows comedy. Not that I'm Mr. Comedy, but I'm talking someone that watches as much stand-up as I do. No. And he's not a comedic actor either. He gets great lines written for him, but no.
I'm sorry, did you not see Tropic Thunder?
That was written by fucking Ben Stiller, who's a comedic actor. Robert Downey Jr. didn't have anything to do with that.
Yes, but he has to have comedic ability to make the lines funny.
I'll give you that, but you can't compare him. He's a walking stand-up. If it was like Paul Rudd, who's Ant-Man, yes, walking stand-up, because he is
That
a
movie,
stand-up.
Yeah, that movie was literally just a stand-up routine.
Yeah. Chris Pratt, who wasn't a stand-up, did it pretty well. I'll give you the Ant-Man, the two Ant-Mans. I think the one that you and I saw, the one with the wasp, was a little bit more serious, but definitely both Guardians. They had their serious moments, but it was a lot of the humor, and they focused on the James Gunn focuses on the music too. That's what I like about him too. I know we disagree on this one, and I'm not going to change your mind. You're not going to change mine.
Again, my issue is not necessarily with the movies themselves. It's just that the entire film industry is now.
I don't think you can't. My point is you can't blame Marvel. You have to blame the executives, the movie executives.
Well, you also keep in mind that Marvel, which is owned by Disney, now owns 24% of the film industry.
That's scary.
Which quite literally means that it's one company putting out several different franchises that are all the same, just with different faces.
No, that I'll agree with you. And
how they have not been indicted for monopoly practices yet is beyond me.
They're trying to. The deal with them, the main people were saying. People are all excited because the Disney and Fox deal, I think it just went through like last month. They're excited.
People are just excited because now the original Fox fanfare can be at the beginning of Star Wars movies again. That's all the fucking people care about.
No.
Or that Deadpool can show up in an MCU movie.
Yeah, it's the X-Men can be in Marvel. And I'm like, okay, that's cool.
That's great.
But I would rather not have the X-Men in the Marvel Universe than not have, like you said, one company own 25% of the media industry. Like, they own Fox Studios, they own FX Networks. The only things they don't own are Fox, the original Fox Sports. Like, Fox Sports, they own the regional networks, but the government is like, you have to sell those off. So, like, I'm a hockey fan, and I'll just give an example. Last night was the Dallas Stars Nashville Predators game. Both of them are broadcast on regional, like, Fox.
Sorry, what the fuck was the second team?
The Nashville Predators. Yeah, I know.
Okay, moving on.
Both of their channels that they broadcast are Fox networks. Mm-hmm. I think it's Fox Dallas and it's Fox Sports Dallas and Fox Sports Nashville. They're only available in that town, in that area. And like here, Yes Network, which is the Yankees, and the Brooklyn Nets, they made a deal. The company that owns the Yankees bought back the network. So the rest of the networks, and there's like 10 or 12 of them, because Disney owns so much, and they already have ABC Sports, ESPN.
They own ESPN.
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, what the fuck?
Disney has owned ESPN since the 80s, I think.
Jesus Christ.
So they think they have too much of a monopoly in sports because out of the regional networks, like there's only a few regional networks that are independent, like MSG, which does the Rangers, Islanders, New Jersey Devils, and Knicks games. The Yankees channel wasn't really independent. It was partially owned by the Yankees, partially owned by Fox. But other than that, the two big sports networks owners were AT&T. Mm-hmm. It was originally Root, but AT&T bought them. It was AT&T and Fox. Did all the regional networks. I don't think there's any others. And NBC Sports. They own a bunch too. So there's only 3 companies that own the majority of the regional sports networks. And Disney already owns enough. Plus they have ESPN. I think the government was like, you don't need that. So they have like 90 days or something to sell them off. But still, they have all the Fox movie rights. They have all the Fox studios. They have all animation. They control, even though Fox still owns its channel, all the studios, that Family Guy and The Simpsons and Bob's Burgers, Disney owns that. FX, any of like the extra channels. The only thing that Fox kept is they kept the Fox channel, Fox News, and the main Fox Sports. Like there's Fox Sports 1 and Fox Sports 2. Mm-hmm. That's like it. They sold everything off. Not all to Disney, majority to Disney, but they sold a bunch more shit off. They sold a couple newspapers off. The regional networks are going to get sold off. Some other shit's getting sold off too. Yeah, it's not good.
No.
And I don't know why they sold it off, because Fox, I don't know that much about it, but I thought Fox was real profitable. It's been getting a lot more profitable in the past 10 years.
Yeah.
Okay, this is probably getting boring.
Just the wee bit.
Should we cut it off?
I think it's about time to call it a day. Not bad for a test run outing.
Yeah, hour 26. Goodbye.
Bye, bitch.